Good morning. My name is Frank Carpenter. I'm the Chief of Police of Chesterfield County Police Department. We received a call. The Chesterfield County Police Department received a call at 0430 hours in reference to shot fired and disturbance. Officers received a description of the suspect. They responded to this location at 0530 hours, at which time they identified the subject that was involved in the previous disturbance. The subject produced a firearm. A shot was fired. Officers engaged and returned fire. The suspect is now deceased. Our officers are physically good. They're not injured. Anyone that has any information in reference to this incident is asked to call Crime Solvers at 748-0660.
Can you repeat that last part one more time about the suspect and if people know any information?
Yes, if anyone knows any information, please contact the Chesterfield County Crime Solvers at 748-0660.
You mentioned the disturbance. Do we know if that disturbance was domestic in nature, or can you kind of expound on that?
Not sure on whether or not it was domestic related. It was a disturbance that involved the firearm, and the shot was fired at that scene.
Can you tell us if the shooting was here at this location or was it a couple miles away?
It was at this location at the BP. The officer involved shooting was involved at this location. There was another shooting that occurred in a neighborhood nearby, which caused the officers to respond to this location.
You may have already mentioned it. Is there anything that tipped you off, or who tipped you off to this disturbance?
Just other than the fact that it was a disturbance and a shot was fired, officers responded to the scene, obtained the information of the suspect, at which time they did a canvass and located the suspect at this location.
And the officer was shot at?
There was a shot fired. We can only assume, based on the incident, that the officer assumed the shot was being fired at them.
But he's not life-threatening and doing okay?
The officers are fine.
Gotcha.
And the suspect that's dead, is that the only suspect of interest?
That's the only suspect of interest, and as it pertains to the community, there is no threat to the community at this time.
How many shots in total were fired?
It's undetermined at this time. It's under investigation. But when you talk about the shot that was fired initially, there was one shot that was fired which caused the officers to engage.
Do we know the number of officer-involved shootings in Chesterfield that have happened so far this year?
This year, only one.
Okay.
Yeah, how does the department respond when incidents like this happen?
I think, the welfare and safety of our officers are the top priority. We make sure that we bring them in, make sure they're good to go. There's resources that are provided to those officers to ensure that, they're in a good state of mind. There's an administrative duty aspect that they go into, and we continue to conduct the investigation going forward while they're on administrative leave.
Do you have any information as for what led up to the shooting, or was the store open?
No, at the time of the incident, I'm not sure if the store was open, but at the time of the incident, it was at a different location. So we went to that location, which brought us to the store.
How much longer do you think you guys will be out here?
These are intense investigations. We're going to take our time to make sure that we get it right. So we'll be here as long as necessary to ensure that the crime scene is properly documented and all the evidence is properly collected. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Again, if you have any information, Chesterfield County Crime Solvers, 748-0660. Thank you.
Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you. Sorry for the delay. We just had to get some things straight for you guys.
Get it?